tutorials all to do with semiotics. So semiotics is basically the study of signs, and it consists of denotation, which is what you can actually see, and connotation, which is the meaning behind the signs or behind the picture. So, for example, you could look at a picture, you could see a picture of a horse. You know, the denotation was that it's a horse, or the connotation could be that it's an escaped animal or a wild animal living in the woods, etc., etc. So what we can see is we've got various pictures, and pictures mean various things. So, for example, if we look at these, we could say, if we're looking at these in terms of film, we could associate this with, okay, the denotation is it's blood, but the connotation is that it's sort of a horror film. Connotation, you know, we've got a spaceship, so which would be the denotation. The connotation would be that it's a space film. It could be someone escaping. And we've got a heart here, and the heart is to do with love. Okay, so what we can do is we can look at denotation and connotation in terms of content that we see on the screen. So if we take this poster for as an example, I'm going to talk to you about one part of this, and you're going to go over it yourself. The denotation of this is that it's a poster for the new series of Ugly Betty. It's got the main characters in, and you know, it's advertised in the new series. Well, the connotations that we can take from this, we can look at this, are that okay, so this section here is dark and this section here is light. So we can say that these people are bad, whereas these people here are probably good. We've got ugly on the right hand side with the bad people. We've got Betty on the right hand side with the good people, so again, good and bad. But the facial expressions in here, okay, so the facial expressions could mean that these people are all plotting against Betty, while these people are for her. And there's not really any smiles over here. So there's quite a lot that we can get from the denotation and connotations of various elements. But I'm not going to talk to you any more about this in this tutorial, because you're going to be doing a project on this a little bit later. It's the same with here. This has various denotation and connotations as well, which we'll discuss in class. So what you're going to do is you're going to do a front cover analysis for one of your magazines. So on either Word or Photoshop, you're going to list and annotate the denotation and connotations found on the cover using the key elements that we discussed last time. So what are the denotations? What can you see? And what are the connotations? What does this mean? Why is it there? What is it trying to show? And you need to do this for the front cover. And remember, everything that you talk about here needs to be linked to the audience. So why is it this way? It is this way because, look at Q magazine. Okay, so the denotation is, okay, there's a big Q, and there's a red title, there's a white title on the background, where the denotation is this, is, it's there because it's big, so it draws out the audience. It's there to attract and to draw the reader's attention, to draw them into the magazine. That's why it's there. Again, we've got the lady from Florence and the Machine. The denotation, it's a pretty woman there, looking directly into the camera, stern look on her face. The connotation of this is that doesn't look particularly girly, so she could be seen as being strong. She's showing that she's confident, that she cares about the music, etc., etc. So that's what we need to do for the next part of your work.